All right, we are here for the final day's weigh in Daiwa BREAM Series Grand Final. Yesterday, we got rid of all of our co-anglers. Dallas Blatchford took home the massive wall of tackle. It's all right, you can come through. Just wait to live stream on the way through. It's all good. And then, and so yesterday we got rid of all the co-anglers and we got rid of half of the field of boaters. Today it's the top 15 boaters that are fishing. For this is an Alloycraft P498. No, it's not a P498. It's a Bass Pro 498 boat. It's got a Mercury 115 Pro XS on the back. It's got green Marine Lithium batteries on, and it has got the ultimate Garmin setup on it. It's got a force on the front. It's got 2 sounders, and it's got a live scope on it. So it's worth about $60,000, and there's 15 guys out there competing for it today. One of them is going to take it home. And we all know what the prize is for second place in the grand final. Daiwa rod and reel, worth about 160 or 100th of the price. So we have had our guys out there fishing for their top 5 live bream today. They've had observers on board, so hopefully we'll be able to bring you some really cool highlights of what's been happening on the water. And you've been able to see what's been happening on the estimator scoreboard as well. And if I have a look now, it's on abt.org.au. It'll give me a bit of an idea of exactly what was going on out in the water. Go to my Safari and I'll open it up now. So here we go. So at the moment, it says that Jamie McEwen's leading this thing. He's got about a 3.5 kilo bag. It says Adam Kennedy's got a 3.6 kilo bag, maybe sitting in second. Scott Wilson sitting in third. Christian Wardini, yesterday's leader, says he's only got 4 for 2.5. Don't know if that's right or not. And it says Mark Healy might be sitting in fifth at the moment. So that's all great, but we have to actually put them on the scales to see who is going to win this event. So we're going to start from 15th, and 15th last night was Joseph Gardner from WA. Jojo reckons he's got another big dinosaur in the bag today. So, Jojo, bring it on up. You won the kayak grand final. You're in the top cut of the boat grand final. It's been a good year, mate.
It has.
Mate, that's a good heavy bag too.
There's one big one in there.
Holy hell, that is a huge one. What's your secret to those big ones?
Oh, I don't know. Actually, I'd like to get more than just one a day.
All right, well, let's get them on there. To take the lead, you need 318. I reckon you got that there pretty easily. How about 4.115 on day 3 of the grand final, mate? That is when you want it. And grab that big unit out and do what you did the other day and show it to the camera, because that's over 40 to the fork, isn't it?
Yeah, 42, 43.
What did it eat?
Streaks. Actually, no, it was a slim swim.
A slim swim. There you go. So Joey's just going to show that to the camera. That is an absolute giant. He has to move back from the camera because it's actually so big. So that is what Lake Macquarie is famous for. Go give them a swim, Jojo, and you can let them go. So guess who's leading the grand final now? Joseph Gardner with 9.405 kilos. And he was 15th last night. Let's get up Mark Crompton, who was sitting in 14th last night. And Cromo had a few battery issues this morning, but you got going. I saw you racing in at high speed. And wasn't the way you wanted to finish the GF, mate?
No, most definitely not. No, the frustration and the annoyance got the better of me today, that's for sure. Headache kicked in pretty quick once we got on the water, and then it was all over from there, mate. It isn't my day. It isn't my event.
Well, last year it was your event, mate. You caught the massive bag on day 1, a big bag on day 2, and a pedestrian bag on day 3. It was enough to get it done. How's the guy going to feel that wins this grand final? You know what it felt like last year. It's a pretty good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely experienced the highs and definitely experienced the lows. I think, sitting down there, the butterflies in the belly are pretty immense at the moment. But, yeah, it's a monumental effort for whoever wins it. So I wish them all the best.
How cool is it that was the biggest bag we've weighed all tournament, comes in on the last day, and from a WA angler?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Joey stayed with us all weekend, and we've had a great time. We always do. Real gentleman. He's a bit of a smart ass, but no, he's not.
He can back it up on the scales, mate, so he's quite entitled to.
Yeah, it's very true, very true.
All right, mate, I'll let you go with that. Any of your sponsors you want to say thanks to?
Yeah, look, I love to, know that Daiwa are on board with every event that we do. They've been a great sponsor of mine for a long time, and the ABT, and it's really awesome to be involved with them. Lawrence are, second to none. Power pole these days. Everybody's running them on their boat. Mine would have worked awesomely, but yeah, a couple of power issues to power that power pole. It is what it is, but.
All right, mate. Well, go and do that, and we will get you away. You are sitting at 7th place at the moment. Next to weigh in, leave your fish there, Blake. Just hang them over the edge of the tub and come and have a chat to us. So this is what we'll do for all the anglers as they come up. Blake O'Grady, you qualified from Queensland, which means you had to do some pretty serious miles to get your stuff done. How far away was the furthest event you fished from Brisbane this year?
I drove from Brisbane to Gibson Lakes, so that was I think it was like 20-something hour drive, but made it there by myself. It was all good. I'm still here, so that's the main thing.
That's it, mate. And you would have been stoked to make the top 15 cut. That's, of course, everyone's first goal in this event, to fish on day 3. And were you watching the scoreboard pretty closely yesterday when you were near that cut line?
I absolutely just walked away and just went, it is what it is, and we'll see what happens. But I slipped in there and got to fish today, which was great.
Awesome, mate. Well, go and get your fish from today. What did the estimator say that Blake had? Let's see how good he is on his estimator. Let's go down. Blake O'Grady says he's got 5 for 2 kilos today. I reckon you're an underestimator, mate. 5 for 2 kilos. Let's have a feel of that. I reckon it's about 2.5. So let's get it on there, Blake. You need 3.92 to catch Joey Gardner at the moment. But you got 2.39, mate. Well done. See if they get your badge. Well done, Blake. Next up, Grant Oliver's next. Grant, leave your fish down there and come up and have a chat, mate. Whenever you leave a start and you see someone there with the cowl off their motor and the tools out, you know that they're not having a real good day, and that was you this morning, mate. How long did it take till you got cracking?
I was on my spot by 7:20.
Okay, so not long at all. And did you miss a valuable bite time first thing in the morning, or do your fish come all day?
No, I got them all day. Yeah, so.
And sometimes when you have an ordinary start to an event, you have a decent finish. So an ordinary start this morning, did you get a decent bag of fish?
Oh, mate, hopefully more than yesterday. Maybe that sort of 2.7. Yeah, nothing major.
What did it say on your estimator? Let's have a look. I'm just putting you all to the test now. Let's have a look here. Oh, it wasn't working as well. All right. See if you got 2.7. Bring him on up. Grant Oliver. See if he can crack himself a top 10 badge, because unless you win a boat, badge and a rod's about all you get. So Grant Oliver from the south coast of New South Wales. Oh, we shall hot seat someone. Yes, let's do it. Let's see if it's Joey or Grant. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need 3.81 to take the lead. So Joey Gardner, go and stand up next to the boat, mate, in the hot seat, because you're there at the moment. Let's see what Grant's got. He's pretty close there. 2.59 for you there, mate. Grab that. See where that ends you up. Well done. Joey Gardner, come on. I'm not mucking around, mate. Up you come. I want you to come all the way up here, and I want you to put your hand on the boat that you currently own. This is yours at the moment, mate. We've got a second camera looking at you here, and
we can finish it now.
well, if you can take out 10 other anglers, you're welcome to do that. But you're not a real big bloke.
No.
I reckon Jamie McEwen would have you covered.
I think so. I think there's a few coming in that'll have me covered.
You won the kayak grand final only a few weeks ago. What do you win for the kayak grand final?
New kayak.
New kayak. So, and you win the boat grand final. What do you win?
New boat.
Yep. Well, it's yours for the moment, mate. Stay here. Well, we had Dallas Blatchford in the hot seat yesterday the whole time. No one knocked him off. So, Joseph, see how you go. Next up, we have Rob Allington. Rob, leave your fish there and bring yourself up here. Rob's a bit of a local here. I saw one of your Instagram posts. You were in your own home last night, weren't you, mate? Sleeping in your own bed.
Yeah, I was. It was nice to be not camping in this rain.
Yes, it was. And who we got with us up here?
Lewis, Theo, my boys.
Right. And did Dad catch some good fish?
Yeah.
Some good ones. How many did he catch?
5.
5, of course. How many did you catch today? I'm running for cover. All right. Rob, the lakes, it fished up and down. We had sort of 3 different days on the lake. It blew from that way one day, from that way one day, and then the sun was out today. You had to be versatile to catch them this weekend.
Yeah, you did. But, you just crank all day. That's what I did, and I got them, but the numbers weren't there today compared to the last 2.
I think that's an artefact of the pressure from the last few days.
Oh, definitely. It's been pumped.
All right. Someone, do you want to go grab your fish and bring them up? I'll see what Rob had on the estimator here. Rob has, let's have a look, 2.15. Oh, I don't know. You reckon you're underestimating, mate. It's hard to catch a 2 kilo bag in this joint. And I reckon that's more like 2.5. So let's get him on you. You need, to knock Joey Gardner off his seat there, you need 3.61. I don't think that's going to happen, but 2.22. There you go. A bit heavier than your estimator. Grab the ticket from there and watch the weigh-in, mate. See if you end up in the top 10. Thanks for fishing with us this year. All right, next up, leave your fish in there and come up and have a chat to us, Jason Mayberry. He has won the grand final before. He's one of 4 people here who have won the grand final before. But interesting trivia, no one in the last 20-something years has won it twice, mate. And it looks like it's not going to happen again this year.
Nah, definitely not. Not by me anyway.
Last time you fished this arena, you came second. Those fish that you caught then, and it was a different time of year, didn't play for you this time, or were they still there?
Nah, the fish were still on the same banks. They're just no size.
No size in them. And so was that your tournament with lots of fish and struggle for the big ones?
That was the dream. It actually struggled for bites throughout yesterday and most of today, actually. It was just a real tough bite.
All right, let's have a look on the estimator at what it reckons you got here. Let's go down with Jason. Says you got 2.45. What do you reckon? Are you normally pretty good?
I think it's a little bit higher than that.
All right, we'll bring them up. You need 357 to catch Jojo. No, Nicole can show you, Jojo. He's on his phone texting saying, get ready for the boat in WA. I'm getting ready to win it. We can see you on the second camera there, Joseph. There's no hiding. Jason Mayberry won in 2017 down in Victoria. Won himself a bass cat worth about 60 grand. Yeah, it's easy over 2.5 kegs, mate. Let's get her in there. Find out what Jason Mayberry's got. See, easily over. 2.515. Over's over. Well done, mate. Any sponsors you want to thank?
Yeah, definitely. I obviously thank Shimano, who looked after me for many years, and also Garmin. Obviously want to thank you guys, you and Nicole, for running these events, and all the guys that turn up every round. I think it's great.
I think it's a good crowd there for the weigh-in too.
It's a damn fine crowd.
Yeah, damn fine. All right, mate. Congratulations, and drive safely home this afternoon. That puts you into 3rd place at the moment with 8.35 kilos. Next up on my list here, we have Alan Lister. Al, leave your fish in the tub and come and have a chat to us. Al is a very interesting bloke to get to know and have a beer or two with and tell stories around the campfire. My favourite story of yours is the time you made a scramjet out of a tree trunk. Out of fire and a tree trunk.
You'd have heard more of those stories if you hadn't lost that cabin. There'd been 3 in a row. We would have done it again tonight and told some...
Told some rippers. What about the story where you once put a door across a fire pit and see how many times you could walk across it before it fell into the fire? Was that you?
Yeah, more drinks I had were more that we could walk across it.
Al, let's have a look at your estimator today. It says you've got here 2.145. I hope you haven't got that little. No one's caught a bag that small this event yet.
I reckon it wouldn't be much more than that, seriously, yeah.
So tell us about your fishing for the last few days. What was your gun technique?
Sprats, and then I got onto throwing a shallow pro lure, just in a dark colour, and they wanted a twitch pause retrieve. And yeah, I'd had pre-fished up here and found some fish up north, but then when they started to bring these fish in that they've been weighing, there was nothing like that I found up north, so I ended up fishing mainly down south, and then today I just couldn't find them.
All right, well, go get your fish, mate. We're going to see how close your estimator is. Jojo, you're looking pretty good in the hot seat, mate. You started today in 15th, was it? All right, you're still in first. Alan reckons he's got about 2.2 and he needs 3.545 to catch her. So Joey might survive another one. It might be another Dallas. There you go, Al. I'm going to give you more than 2.2 for that. I reckon she's going to go more. Nah, I'm wrong. Sorry, 207, mate. Sorry to wreck your feelings. There you go. There is your ticket. Thanks for fishing with us again, Al, and good work for making the top cut in the grand final. Let's have a look who we have next. 9th place, Wally Fay. Leave your fish in there, Wall, and come on across. We like having a chat to Uncle Wall. I reckon Wally's led most events in the ABT. And we have a saying with Wall, if it's a one-day event, you're going to smash it because you're normally leading early on, and then what happens after that?
Yeah, I generally suck.
Yeah, okay. But we had a one-day event down in Tassie, teams event on the Hugh, and what happened there?
Oh, I won that one.
Of course, because only one day. I reckon if it was a 2-day, you might have won that as well.
Oh, yeah, I think so. I think we had that spot sewn up for that day, and we would have had it for the weekend. So yeah, would have smashed that one.
So you were coming second or third after the first day, big bag. Your bag dropped a little bit yesterday, and I'm going to say, is this accurate on here? Where did we have Wally Fay? We had Wally. I'm looking here. It says you got 4 fish for 1.5. Is that about right?
That's about right, mate.
All right. So what was your gun technique on day one when you brought in that high 3 kilo bag?
Day one was the bait junkie wave minnow for me. Used that most of the day and got most of my fish. I did use the sprat on occasions, but yeah, mostly the wave minnow done it for me.
All right, we'll go get your fish, Wall. We'll get them on the scales and see if his estimator matches real life. The guys have been pretty close at the moment. They're pretty good. 4 for 1.5, it says. Jojo, he needs 3.505 to catch her. And this is what he's bringing me to try and catch her, 3.505. You see that big fish of Jojo's?
Yeah.
That was a big one, wasn't it? All right, well, let's get him on there. 4 for 1.5 he says he's got. 4 for 1.58. Well, thanks for doing the estimator correctly, mate, and we'll see you next year. Mate, any sponsors you want to say good day to? Come on, say good day to Chris and that.
Yeah, Mixter Hickson, he looks after me with me tackling gear, Daiwa, Cranker, and obviously yourselves for running the tournaments.
Did they give you a jumper in the end, did they? Or a sticker? Daiwa.
Daiwa, a hat.
Hat. Good on you, mate. Well done. Thanks, Tucker from Daiwa. All right, that moves Wally into 8th place at the moment. Next up we're getting closer to the pointy end. He was coming in second after the first day. Andrew Moore. Andrew, you there? Leave your fish there, mate, and come up and have a bit of a chat to us. I don't think you had your estimator wasn't going today, mate. What was going on? Does it not work on your phone, or did technology get the better of you, or what?
Honestly, technology is not my mate.
Well, I remember on the first day you brought in about 3.8 kegs and you thought you had about 2.5, so some things are a mystery to you, aren't they?
That's exactly right, mate.
Tell us about that first day, that big bag. Had a few giants in there. What did they eat?
I was throwing the Daiwa rolling crank. Little doctor in Sunny Gill.
Yep. And it did the job for you. Was it the deep or the medium diver?
No, it was the deep.
Yep.
I threw that most of the weekend.
Awesome. Well, go get your fish. What do you reckon you got? 2.6, you reckons? That'll be enough to keep you up there. To knock off Jojo, you need 3.06. So getting closer, mate. And he said he had 2.5 when he had 3.8, so I'd be starting to get a bit worried now. All right. 2.7 at the most. That's heavier than 2.7. Let's put her on there. I reckon you're pretty close. How about 2.865? Jojo retains his spot, and you get yourself up in the top 10, I am sure. Well done, Mr. Moore. All right. Next up, I want to have a chat to Adam Kennedy. Adam, there, leave your fish. And then after Adam to weigh in, we're going to have Jamie, Mark Healy, Scott, and then Christian in that order. So, Adam, come on up, mate. I like looking at the estimator during the day. It lets me see how everyone's going. And I'm looking on there, and it says you got about 3.6 kilos there, mate. You had another good day today.
Yeah, I did. Hang on.
Someone's ringing you up to say, mate, make sure you're weighing some good fish.
Yeah. I had a good day. It just came together.
You were fishing in one of the few aluminium boats in the field. You don't need a fancy glass boat to catch them here, do you?
No, you don't.
Tell us about your 3 days. You have remarkably consistent bags. What was your gun technique?
It was very basic. It was nothing to write home about. I was just chasing the wind and fishing flats off edges. I'd sit 20 metres off an edge. I wouldn't go in tight, and I was just rolling jackal chubbies.
Yep. Deep ones?
No, shallow ones. I'd sort of sit in about 1.2 metres. And, jackal chubbies in black, or the fish in UV, the green. Yep. And sprats as well, but mainly chubbies. All
right, well, go get your fish. We're going to see if you can put 3.64 on the scales, because you only need 3 kilos to knock Jojo off. So, Jojo, enjoy your last few minutes with the boat, maybe.
Yeah, I'll pass it over to him.
All right. Jojo from WA. Here we go. We got a bag of fish. Yeah, feels pretty good there, mate. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including a couple of nice kickers. You need, Adam, 3.005 to take the lead. And how about Boom, 3.53 kilos? You are now leading the Bream Grand Final. Go and let those fellas go, and then go and piss Joey off from the boat there, because he is no longer custodian of that boat. And before you go, Joseph, never ride a West Australian off, because you WA guys can fish over east, you can fish over west, you can do everything.
Yeah, it's this place, we got nothing like this back home, so it's awesome to come over here and still be able to catch some fish.
I had an observer today, Thomas from WA, and he said that, he goes, it's amazing, you can do whatever you like in this lake, there's so much water, whatever technique you want to do, you can catch fish and possibly win on it.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome, all right, well, get out of here, not your boat anymore. He was leading the kayak grand final to the end, but he made it a long way through this grand final. Finally getting knocked off by Adam there. So where's Adam? He's going to go let those fish go, and he's going to go up to the boat. Next up, let's have a chat to Jamie McEwen. He knows the deal. We said this morning there's going to be one man who's going to be pretty dangerous if it gets sunny, because what does the sun do in this joint?
Drives the bream up under the hulls.
Yeah, and the first day it was a bit sort of overcast, rainy. Yesterday, overcast, rainy. Were you waiting for this sunny day?
Yeah, when I didn't actually check the weather, and Scotty Cicluna told me last night, it's going to be sunny tomorrow. It's like, really?
Things are looking good, mate. Like, well, you've won an event here before, but it was off the bridge, and you're one of the guys that said doesn't matter if we get rid of the bridge because I can catch them other ways in this joint, and you can.
Yeah, I just thought it was going to be a more level playing field with the bridge out. So and there's miles of stuff for everyone to catch them.
Yeah, of course there is, especially on the last day where there's only 15 boats out. Let's have a look at your estimator today. It says your smallest fish is a 600 grammer, so about a 30 forker, a couple of 30 forkers and a couple of 700s, which are what, they're about a 32, 33 forker. And what's that kicker? About a 35?
35, yeah.
So all between 30 and 35s. It reckons you've got 3.5 kilos. You need 3.23 to catch. Go get it. Adam Kennedy's nervously watching there, hoping that Jamie's a really poor estimator of his fish, mate. All right, Jamie McEwen. Needs 3.235, and unfortunately with them all over 30, let's see how we go. Feels pretty good. 3.235 we're looking for. Boom, 3.495. Grab your ticket there, mate. And Adam, I'll get you to take Jamie's fish down and let him go. You can't weigh them in, mate. You've already done yours. Jamie, go over there. That's you now, sitting on the boat. Is it true that did you win a boat at the Flathead Classic once when you were last man standing next to a boat? Just feel a bit deja vu-ish? Not really. Okay. We have how many? 1, 2, 3 people left to weigh in, and each of those people had more weight than you going into today. So let's bring the first one up. Leave your fish down there and come and have a chat to us, Mark Healy. Mark Healy had an incredible year. He's our boater angler of the year, won 4 events this year. And you would really love to make it 5 on your home waters, wouldn't you?
I would have loved to.
It's past tense, mate. Come on. You only need 3.355.
Yeah, I think I'm a bit short on that. Unfortunately, I was hoping to get a bigger bag each day, but they got smaller. So. Yeah.
And that's, you said on the first day, you said it's going to fish smaller and smaller as the day goes on, especially with a sunny day on the last day. It makes it difficult, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I did know what was a lot of the spots were going to hit hard and that, and I guess I had a lot of secondary and third spots that didn't really produce in the next 2 days, and that's what happens. Sometimes you get the fish and sometimes you don't.
Michael, can you bring up Mark's fish? And while you're doing so, can you thank your sponsors, because you get looked after for these things, don't you?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Shimano. Obviously, they've been great last 10 or 15 years. Cranker Lures, Mako Eyewear, Hot Tackle, On the Chew. Yep. And obviously the Rants as well. They've been really good. They've jumped on board pretty heavy for next year too.
Awesome, man. They've got a good team there at the Rants now. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but a couple you probably wouldn't have wanted to weigh in today.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So you need 3.355. Let's get them on there. See what Mark Healy ends up with on the last day. 2.795. Jamie is safe there at the moment, mate. And even though you wanted to win this, there's a whole lot of guys saying, Mark, don't win 5 in a year, mate. So you've had a good run, mate, and a record that will be very difficult to beat. Won 4 events. Round of applause for Mark Healy for our Angler of the Year. Well done.
Thank you.
All right. We've got 2 people left. Leave the fish in there. I'm going to have a chat to Jamie across at the boat here. You know, if you end up winning this boat, I'd really like you to tow it home, and I don't have to tow it home. What's the chance of that?
How am I going to do that, mate?
I don't know. I'm going to tow it home for you if you end up winning it. Have you been in this position before? Have you led a grand final before?
No. Come second here to Franco all those years ago.
When you were catching 5 kilos a day on the bridge and you screwed up with a 4.8 kilo day or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But never in this position in a grand final.
You seem pretty quiet for a big fella.
Haven't got much to say yet.
Okay, fair call. Let's get the next person up. We have a couple of people left. He's seen off the Angler of the Year. Let's bring up Scott Wilson. Leave your fish there, Scotty. Just hang him over the edge there. And come and have a chat to us, because you came from 15th all the way up to 2nd, was it last night? And you had a big day with some big fish, mate. You proved that it's so long as you gave everyone hope in the top 15 cut. And look how Jojo went. 15th yesterday, caught nearly 4 kegs. 15th today, caught over 4 kegs. It's a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, he's good. He's getting it done. So, yeah, you can do it here. It's just got to find the right fish.
Mate, you wailed on him yesterday, and it was an overcast day. Do you think the sun might have hurt you a little bit today?
Oh, I don't think so. They were just a bit quieter today. I've probably worked the area a bit too much. But
relying on one area for a lot of your fish?
I didn't plan on it, but that's where they were. So I didn't really have to do much else. I stayed there.
All right. So it says on the estimator here you got 5 for 2.6. Is that close?
2.6? No, maybe a little bit more.
Maybe a bit more. All right, go get your fish, mate. Let's go. And Scotty Wilson came second in last year's grand final. He always squeaks into the grand final and ends up smashing it in the season-ending event. All right, he needs 3.32. Look at Jamie, very serious. You got 3.32, you reckon?
Nah, not that.
Feels like Mark Healy's bag. Feels like a high twos, doesn't it? No, none of those big kickers like you had yesterday.
No, I just couldn't get that one extra big fish, so yeah, that would have done it.
All right, let's get it in there. Needs 332, 2.87 kilos. Mate, tell us what technique caught those big ones yesterday.
A mixture of the black chubbies and sprats.
All right, and shallow water?
No, a little bit deep. A few on the shallows, but most of it about 2.5 metres.
All right, mate. So let's have a look where that puts you. Puts you in third place, so another high finish again. Grab those fish and go let them go. How many got left? We've got one person left. Come away from the boat, Jamie. Come on over here. I want you to stand where Dallas Blatchford stood yesterday. Saw all of the non-boaters off the whole way. So let's just come in here and have a look at the stats. So you're leading with 10.19 kilos, just a little bit clear of Adam Kennedy at the moment. But yesterday, leading the event was Christian Wardini. So, Christian, leave your fish down there and come up here. I want to have a chat with you as well. On the estimator, says you got 4 for 2.45 kilos. I wonder how old that information is. Christian, just come across here, mate. You got 4 or you got 5?
I got 4. Very tough day.
Mate, if 2.45 kilo, you need 3.24. That is basically you're a 30 centimetre fork fish away from winning the grand final if you could put a fifth one in the boat.
I had a lot of chances and I didn't capitalise on it. The sun today really affected the bite. It was nice and high and casting a lot of shadow on the water.
Yep.
So big difference to yesterday and the day before.
So it says you got a 1.2 kilo in there. You got a big one.
I did get a big one and I lost multiple friends of it.
Okay. All right, we'll go get your fish, mate. Let's see if we can make this official and find out which of these two gentlemen are going to be our 2024 Daiwa BREAM Series Grand Final champion. The mark to beat is 3.24 kilograms. Give that back to Jamie, eh? Have a feel of it on the way through. 3.24. Feel all right? Feels all right, mate. Oh, actually feels pretty good. That's one big one in there. Look at him. 3.24 is what we're looking for. We have 2.15 kilos. Christian, thank you very much, mate. Take those fish with you. But while we is up here, congratulations to our grand final champion. Have we got a big trophy somewhere? It's in the boat. Come across here, Jamie. We're going to put you on the second camera at the moment. Now, you said you didn't have much to say before when you hadn't won this thing yet. Grab this thing up, pick it up, and grab it yourself. I got a dodgy shoulder. And Nicole's going to take a photo there because everyone give a round of applause to our grand final champion, Jamie McEwen there. He can easily hold up that big trophy there. Oh, sorry, I'll move right out of the frame because I'm one of the 14 other losers from today. So, Jamie McEwen, mate, you've won a boat in the Flathead Classic. You've won the Australian Open multiple times. You've won the Queensland Open multiple times. And look at it here, mate. One of your favourite venues, and now you're a grand final champ. How does it feel?
It's been a while, mate. Taken a while to get there, but it's good.
Take us through your technique. You caught 3 kilos on day one, about 3.8 yesterday, and then another 3.5 today. We assume it was cranking the boats. Tell us how you do it.
Yeah, mate. I there's that many boat holes here. I could go to fresh holes every day. Yep. There wasn't a lot of people doing what I was doing. I know you were doing it. But
I was doing it very poorly.
But yeah, so every day I'd hit fresh holes and then go back to where I caught maybe a couple of kickers the day before. And it was working. Yesterday I had a bit of a crack at the flats and got one 30 forker there. But today I just thought, I was catching that many fish today. It was just a matter of processing through the little ones to get the big ones.
Mate, any sponsors you want to thank or anyone you want to thank for your first GF victory?
Yeah, mate. Obviously you and Nicole from ABT first. Samaki, Sporty's Fishing, new one just come on board a couple of weeks ago, Yacht Armour, Cranker. There's a few, so yeah.
Awesome, mate. I know you're not a man of heaps of words, so I'm going to let you mix with all of these people here to come to see the winner. Another round of applause for our grand final winner, Jamie McEwen. Well done, Jamie, and congratulations. Thank you very much for everyone coming on site to see the Wayne, and thank you to everyone looking at the live stream. Give us 5 minutes, we'll get the top 10 badges and a few more prizes underway. Thank you. Yep. No more live stream.